So what's new at Dorney Park for 2024? Actually, a hell of a lot. Hey everybody, this is Paul, 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and today's challenge is finding all the new things going on at Dorney Park for 2024. We're over here in the Steelworks section real quick here, and right there, that is Iron Menace dropping down, which is their new B&M. So usually when you talk about Dorney Park and something new, you're talking about like new trash cans or something like that, but this year they got a lot of new stuff going on, and this video we're going to go through each little store. Right here is the Steel Yard Gifts, and this whole section is called Steelworks. But you know what? There's a lot more going on at Dorney Park this year. New restaurants, new theming in different areas. So kick back and relax as we show you everything that's new as we revisit Dorney Park for 2024. Okay, let's be honest. Did you really think we weren't going to kick off this video with the brand new section here called the Steel Yard? So with the Steel Yard, they actually have a brand new roller coaster. And yes, I am actually saying that there's a brand new roller coaster here at Dorney Park. Now, we're going to be right over there is the Iron Mill Grill and Bar. We're going to be doing stuff on that. They got the sipping container there. So they themed this entire area. So I just want to walk through here real quick here and talk about the main attraction here, and that is not Possessed. They will be retheming Possessed eventually, though they said, but nope, right in front of us is Iron Menace, which is a B&M dive coaster. Under 200 feet there, but they really got the vertical drop, and it got some unique elements. I actually jumped on it as soon as I got here, just doing what we always do, the roller skate rule, where we get the credits first before we do anything else. And we're going to be showing you everything that's new here. Like here's a disc drop that's themed towards the yard. But Iron Menace, fantastic coaster. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Now it is short. There's no mid-course brake run, so it is a little bit different on that end here. But they do, because it is short, they only have 2 trains, and there's no brake run, so they really can't do anything else. But the drop right there is beyond vertical, so very impressive drop. I actually flew out my seat now. When I rode it, I was in the 3rd row, end seat on the right of the screen there, so I got a lot more hang and a lot more that kind of stuff here. But it's about a 3-second hang, as you can tell right there. And then it goes into the Intelman right here. There's a lot of hang on that Intelman though. I was surprised how much I hung there. And then it goes into a dive roll kind of thing there. But the biggest thing for me was actually that slant that's coming up right now. That's a slanted curve. That is a really neat element. It reminds me of Rougarou has that. But so this is the major attraction right here for the upcoming year is Iron Menace. And then of course, all the theme that went along with the Steel Yard here. So we're going to be going into the stores. We'll be showing you everything else throughout this video. But I wanted to at least kick this off with the biggest attraction in a long time here at Dorney Park. The last few new roller coasters they got were actually relocated roller coasters like Stinger and things like that. So the last one they had was that was custom built was Hydra the Revenge. So it's been a while. So, but definitely an A+, definitely a top 3, possibly top 2. I'm still kind of partial to Talon. No offense there to the new shiny guy here, but all in all there, great addition. Fantastic for Dorney Park to finally get some love on the Cedar Fair chain. All right, so we're here at the back at the end of the park, and we're right here by Steel Force. Now, we all know that Steel Force is not new, all right? This has been around for decades now, but there is something new with Steel Force, and we learned this when we went to the Winterfest. So when it comes to Steel Force, they actually changed it up so the trim brakes are not going to be hitting the way they used to. One of my biggest problems with Steel Force and why it was always one of my least favorite coasters here at the park was because the trim brakes really, for lack of a better word, neutered the airtime moments and stuff. So because of them changing it, we're hoping that the ride's going to be a lot better. So I haven't jumped on it yet. Of course, when I got here, I jumped right on Iron Menace. But we do want to let you know that Steel Force does have a slight change to it this year, and it's supposed to be going a lot faster through the course. Here it goes going up the hill. Let's see if that lift hill got a little faster, because that was always the slowest thing about this thing. Oh, much faster. So liking that a lot too. I was never a big fan of it creeping up the hill, but so that is new. The lift train is faster on Steel Force, and hopefully the trim brakes are a lot less. All right, we're back in the Steelyard section here. Right there's Possess, of course. Right there is a Menace made of iron. But over here, as soon as you come in, they actually got rid of the Dorney grill, which some people love, some people didn't. Actually, right here is a sign telling you the history, the theming aspect of it. But right here is the Iron Mill Grill and Bar, which is basically where the Dorney grill used to be. But there's a couple of other additions, and we're going to walk in here in a second. But what I definitely want to show you is the one thing this area always lacked was seating, because usually you just had those seats there. But here they actually got rid of the monster, and they turned that all into seating. Now, I don't know what your thoughts are. I never like to lose a attraction ride, but it's definitely a good utilization of space. And then right across from here is the sipping container. Oh, I got a little dark there. Right over here is the sipping container where you can actually get the beer. Now, there is actually a Iron Menace themed beer, so we're going to show you that real quick. So if you don't want to wait in the line for the beer there, but when you come over here, they got the standard Iron Menace souvenir cups and stuff like that with Yingling and stuff, but they actually do have an Iron Menace beer for $13, so that's something you definitely check out. Then we're going to come over here real quick here. This is the Iron Mill Grill and Bar, which is another theme there. I did notice that Dorney in the last year or two definitely is utilizing the bar aspect a little bit more. So we're going to come in here real quick. And let's make that a little bit brighter. So it's a bright sunny day here at the end of April. So on a lot of aspects here, it's definitely going to be playing around with the light and dark. But when you come in here, now this is kind of like the standard New Cedar Fair type things. Here they got the Iron Mill platter for about $17.29. But you have your choices of crispy chicken sandwiches, roast pork sandwich, cheese flatbread, or pepperoni bacon flatbread and stuff. You have right there the desserts. That's a little interesting to me. Deep fried tasty cake crumpets. That's something I definitely want to try out. They also have pierogies and stuff. So, but this is one where you walk in, you order your food, and you're good to go. So as we come through here, we got the lunch rush. But yeah, so as soon as you come into the still area, still yard here, you actually have two food areas that you can definitely go. So you got the bar there, and you got food there, and it does work with the meal plan. So definitely when you're over the still yard, you definitely have places to eat. Now it's hard to miss as soon as you walk in, right there's a carousel. You see a structure like this, and you got to ask yourself, what the heck's going to go there? Well, I just got some information. This is going to be a bar, people. So they are definitely increasing their bars, and they're going to have one like literally right by the entrance here. So that's going to be a cool little thing there. I noticed that Cedar Fair is at a lot of their parks adding a lot of beverage choices. But also, even though we can't get in there, right there is what we like to call the second wave pool because, well, it's the second wave pool. They had the one that's all the way in the back area there by Thunder Creek. This is the other one here, and they're adding brand new gazebos back there. Now, of course, we are here in April, so we can't really get back here, but we're hoping to, during the summer, show you anything else that changes in the water park. They got the stage, so you know there's going to be new entertainment. You know there's also going to be adding new menu items and probably some new merchandise. But right now, as you can tell, it's closed. So we can't get back there, but at least we know of two things going on. The new bar right here, Talon's always going to be awesome, and gazebo's over there at the second wave pool. All right, so it's nothing really new, but the one thing I do love about this time of year, as you can see, we're over here by Plant Snoopy at Dorney Park, which is one of the better kids areas. But the one thing I really always like about this time of year is everything gets freshly painted. And what really caught my eye here is this train is just beautiful. I mean, it looks like it's almost brand new. So as you go around Plant Snoopy, especially early in the season, everything is so much more vibrant and just more alive. I mean, right over here's the balloon race, and the balloon race looks like it's brand new too. So while we don't know if there's anything really new at Plant Snoopy, we do know that they got a lot of paint and things are looking magnificent. In the category of something that's new, that really isn't new, but it is kind of new, is right here at Thunderhawk. It is the 100th anniversary, 1924 to 2024. And they did new things. They got new trains and stuff, but they also built this wall here, which gives you the whole history of this ride. At one point, it was just called the Coaster, or when you look over here, it was called the Yellow Coaster because it used to be bright yellow. So right in front, they actually have the history of this coaster. And in 2016, they actually got new trains. And something I saw was neat. So I knew about Ace, but the one thing I thought was neat was it was renamed because of Hercules, because they actually had 2 wooden coasters. And the other thing I thought that was interesting was over here. It is the oldest continuously operating PTC coaster in the world, which is kind of neat because PTC was the ones that built the majority of the wooden coasters in the world. So something that's new is we are celebrating Thunderhawk here at Dorney Park, and it is a historic landmark. So definitely make sure you add Thunderhawk to your list when you're checking out Iron Menace. All right, so along with the food options that you have now here at the Steel Yard, they actually have Steel Yard gifts. So now the one thing I thought was neat, it's right by the disc drop, but right here they actually have an outdoor thing, so they're anticipating a lot of crowds. But the one thing that Cedar Fair does right is they market their new attractions. And here you got Iron Menace, McTavish Steel. We'll show you that theming later on in the video here, but forge your own fate, which is a great slogan for this. And you got Iron Menace with all the stats, 160, 65 miles an hour. The track length is a little short. That was the only negative of the ride that I actually saw. So this is all the stuff here. And of course they got fudge, so that's a win there. I have no idea what Millionaire Shortbread is, but you know I'm buying it because it's fudge. But that's the outside portion of this. Here you got an entire store inside. And it's not just Iron Menace stuff, even though it is a majority. So you go over here, you've got pins and stuff like that. You got videos, you got the t-shirts and stuff. You got the hats. Not really selling the hats, but so you got that standard stuff here. But they also have some love for some of the other attractions that are here. Right over here, they've got Thunderhawk, which is turning 100. And I'll make sure I jump in on that today. Got some Steel Force stuff here. Hydra and all that kind of stuff here. Here they got, the stat shirt like they have before. That's a decent one there. I do like the slogan, Forge Your Own Fate. And then over here, you've got these paintings that were there from before, Thunderhawk, Al Fundo. The most horrifying mascot, in my opinion, but people seem to like Al Fundo. And here they actually got nice shirts here for Hydra. And also Steel Force there with Morgan. That's their character there. Got backpacks, they got whole 9 yards. But they do have a lot of different designs for Iron Menace, sweatshirts and all that. This one's actually pretty good here. This one's gives you more of the entire theming of McTavish Steel and all that. Football, was it pennants there? Dorney Park Iron Menace, the whole 9 yards, McTavish Steel. A lot of McTavish Steel. They even got the mugs and the cups there, hats, Park. And this one's probably, if I was going to get a t-shirt, I'd probably lean towards this one because it does have the slogan, Forge Your Own Fate, with all the stats. They even got sweatpants. There's something I don't see all the time, the sweatpants there. And kids wear. So they got all this stuff here. And then, of course, they've got this, which is really nice for Thunderbird 100th anniversary. So a lot of different stuff here. That's neat with the zipper pack and stuff. So there's a lot of different stuff here. And like I said, because they themed out this entire area really well, it's right in the heart of the brand new section. So if you're looking to buy some merchandise, this is literally where you want to go to get it here at the Steel Yard Gifts. Now we're about halfway done with our revisit of Dorney Park here. And what do you think so far? Do you like the changes? Now we're actually here in a section here that actually hasn't changed at all, but it is the off season with it being season pass holder day. So we're back here by Thunder Creek. And of course, one of the classic rides right here, Demon Drop. But if you like what we do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. These videos take some time, and we love making sure that people enjoy what we do. And by liking it, definitely helps us out. And by subscribing, it allows you to see us ride all the way to 125. Now let's get back to Dorney Park Revisited. All right, so we're over here by Whitewater Landing, and while the Steel Town and Steel Mill and Iron Menace get all the love here, the other big thing they changed here was this used to be a Chickies and Pete's. It's now called Whitewater Tavern. So what really changed here? Well, pretty much the entire menu and such here. So we're gonna walk inside, and I'm gonna show you the menu right here. It's a standard kind of fare, but you've got the chicken cheeseburger basket, bacon cheeseburger basket, and stuff like that. You got the Detroit style pizzas for $16.50. Now notice that they're all part of the meal plan right there. That means the meal plan. They have chicken bites and all that kind of stuff, tater tots and such. But I also want to show you guys the seating. So they kind of kept the sports theme from before with Dr. J there, Dr. J things, Sam Adams. You can actually get alcohol here and stuff like that. So the interior is kind of the same as it was when it was Chickies and Pete's. A lot of Philadelphia sports memorabilia. But here you actually come over here, you order. Here's the different food things here. And there's a menu right there. And you actually pre-order here, and then it takes you where you want to go. So it is kind of the same concept, but not quite on the same level as the Tidal Wave Cafe and the new Steelworks area and stuff like that. So this is basically pretty much Detroit style pizza seems to be what they're selling. And of course you can also get the special brews here. They actually, Funk Brewing actually has Iron Menace as one of their brand new beers. There's the thing there. And of course here the Detroit style pizza seems to be the main selling point. But it is nice to see that even though all the new activity seems to be happening on the other side of the park, Whitewater Tavern is brand new. All right, so I'm going to show you some of the theming that's going on here with Iron Menace. First of all, just like with Steel Vengeance, they do have an iconic, and that's the best way to say it, they have an iconic sign right there, right by Iron Menace. And then you got to walk all the way down this way here. So as you're coming through here, it's all themed towards Iron Menace here. Forge your own fate. Yet again, probably one of the best slogans I've heard in a long time. But as you come back here to the station, which is a beautiful station, they rethemed the flyers. And I want to show you guys here. They're called the Empty Buckets. And yet again, going with the theme of steel yard. Buckets are, basically where the molten steel goes. So, but this is kind of nice because even if you're not into the coaster, now you can actually come over here and enjoy the buckets. Watch them fly by here a little bit there. Yeah, again, it's kind of a bright day, so I apologize if it gets bright or gets light and stuff like that. There goes Iron Menace going up. But we're also here to show you the theming here. Here's where the pictures are. Buckets give you a really nice breeze. It's kind of a warm day here in April, and they come around pretty good here. So, and look right there in the middle, they actually got McTavish. So they really are theming this towards McTavish steel. And that's what you have right here. You've got McTavish steel is the theming there. And it's a good view here of the coaster coming flying by. Here he goes, leaving the Intelman. So it is a very good ride. I was very impressed with it. Perfect for Dorney Park here. But here's the theming here. And they got a queue. Now the queue is a little bit more basic, but they also kind of incorporate the area back here where there's a haunt. So when you come over here, there's a old steel basically cart where they actually put the stuff in and stuff. Right there. So that's a nice little view there. But the station's well done. It's constructed pretty well. Not a big loading station. So, you're going to spend a lot of time outside as you wait for this ride. But yet again, worth the wait. It is a shorter ride, but definitely worth it. And of course, right there is the empty bucket. So, off to our next part of what's new. Now, when you're coming down the Midway, really a lot of things don't really change in the Midway. There goes Talon. So, that never changes either. Talon's always awesome. But there's a couple things over here that I was just talked about by one of the security guards, and it's weird for me because I remember seeing them before, but I thought it was just part of Carnival. Like right here, this stage isn't going anywhere, people. They're going to be having live entertainment throughout the summer right there. And that's kind of new because I remember before they used to have smaller stages, but here they actually have a main stage for people to enjoy. But over here, there actually is two mini bars, for lack of a better word, as you walk down here, and one of them is actually open today for the pass holder day where we're here. So this one's called the Midway Bar. Very creative name, if you ask me. But this one's going to be, these are open year round now. So definitely if you need a drink while kids are playing on a kaleidoscope or playing with the games. And we're going to show you real quick here because this is now a permanent structure. They've got, of course, Iron Menace lager because they got to push that. It's a Funk Brewing Company there. $13. You don't get any discounts if you have the season pass. But got Corona, Miller, Surfside, White Claw, and all that kind of stuff there. And then you got some snacks there. So the Midway Bar is now a permanent feature here at Dorney Park. All right, we're back in the steel yard here, and this is Possessed. Now, eventually they're going to actually retheme Possess. It's just that it was a lot of work for them to do all this stuff with that guy right there, Iron Menace, going by. But eventually this will be more themed into the new Steelyard area. But the one thing I thought was neat is right here is a disc drop, right? Now, if you're familiar, this area here used to have the ladder crawl across, and nobody actually could win that. But here it's got the whole disc drop kind of theme. This is a smaller one. The ones at Hershey Park are a little bit bigger, but they got some decent prizes. The small, largest, and stuff like that. So, but this is new and probably a lot more winnable than the old Lion ladder game that used to be there. Now, if you know anything about our channel, when we do it, what's new, no matter what it is, we always want to discuss with people the merchandise. So, earlier in this video, we showed you the store that actually has the Iron Menace. Basically, it's completely themed towards roller coasters and Iron Menace and the Steelyard with McTavish Steel. But we're always going to walk into here. This is the main, let's brighten that up a little bit there. This is the main gift shop here. So this is pretty much the main hub. And of course, they got Iron Menace merchandise here, as it shows. But we're going to go all the way to the back and we're going to work our way to the front because there's always some kind of new merchandise. And here they are still pushing that scary clown. The scariest mascot ever. The pill ones are really scary and stuff like that, but they do have some El Fundo gear here. Skyride, Iceberg and stuff like that. And then this is Iron Man stuff. A lot of stuff is the stuff that we saw in the earlier video. I do love the fact that they actually have sweatpants. I haven't seen that before, so that is kind of interesting. But they got some Steel Force stuff here, Talon. Possessed is just possessed. So if you don't know what that's about, you might just think that you are demonically possessed, I guess. But over here they got some new stuff. I like the purple. Iron Menace there. Dorney Park shirts. Forge your fate. That is by far the best slogan I've seen in a while. And that might be something I purchased, but we're going to come over here. We're going to show you some Dorney Park merchandise. These are some good stuff here. Some of the stuff I've seen before, some I have in 1884 is something that they're really hyping this year. Right there, established in 1884. So that is a nice little addition there because a lot of people don't realize how old this park is. It is a classic trolley park, and actually it was a trout fishery, so not many people know that either, that it used to be a trout fishery. But they also have the prints here. They got all the different prints and all that in here. We're going to come over here now. Of course, over in the back, they always have new Snoopy gear. They got the pill Snoopies there, the pill bugs. Come over this way. They got all the Peanuts characters here, and they actually got like Peanut schools and stuff like that. So that's all here. A lot of Snoopy gear, a lot of Snoopy. Got the basketballs. Over here now, here, I guess we're gonna have to call this the plushy cute section. They got the El Fundos, of course, but they got, that's a neat pillow. I do like that pillow. Now, some of the stuff we've seen before, I do like the fact that they have Morgan. A lot of Morgans, actually, and they got a pill for Morgan. And then there's the scariest mascot ever, El Fundo. And then over here they have a glass wall. So the one thing I definitely noticed is that this store definitely is a lot more, it's not as random as a lot of stores here. Got carousel stuff, Whitewater Kingdom. That's a nice little Dorney thing here. We might do a special later on this year, basically showing kind of extended merch since we already have a merch that we did last year. Wow, this is a colorful section here too. But of course, oh, here's something caught my eye here. It's always the end caps. You always want to show the end caps because that's like the newest merchandise. And that's a really cool shirt there. Interesting hat. I do like the hat. We got pillows. Definitely are advertising the pillows here, but the main reason why I always come back here is the fudge. And this is pretty much the best fudge I've ever had is here at good old Dorney Park. So, and they got the Rocky Road already. They got Peanut Butter Explosion. McTavish's Millionaire Shortcake. So that's the new one there. That's kind of set up there. So this is basically the main store with the 2024 shirts and the 2024 Snoopies. So what's new? A lot of new merchandise. Like always, very peanut themed, the 2024s. So there's some merchandise for you here at Dorney Park. All right, so if you're right outside Plant Snoopy, you know you got to have a candy shop here. So this has been rethemed for the new year. It's now Dorney Park's Sweet Spot. And they got a lot of different stuff here. They got a lot of prepackaged stuff, but you also have stuff that's not prepackaged. This is something I don't see that often, which is called Space Candy. It's kind of like the dried fruity candy kind of stuff here. And then of course they've got rainbow clusters and all that. Definitely a lot of newer types of candies that you usually don't see. Over here you've got little bites with the Snickers and stuff like that. And you come over here, you got a whole wall of pretty much any kind of candy you want there. You've got the Twizzlers, you got the Swedish Fish, you got Sour Patch and all that, M&Ms and all that kind of stuff. And then of course for $5 a pound, you can actually get things in bulk. So, and here's something you usually don't see. You got the licorices there, you got the soda bottles and stuff like that. So $4.99 for a quarter pound is pretty good price. They of course got the pucker powder and all that. And then of course they've got, if you watch this channel, you know we love fudge. And they have a little bit less than the other sections, but they definitely have a lot. And this kind of neat here, they actually have lollipops with Linus and Snoopy and all that. So this is the brand new Dorney Park Sweet Spot. So if you're looking for some candy when you head out and all that kind of stuff here, you also have some gourmet candies too. Assorted ones, old-fashioned fudge, pretzels, and all that. So right here, pretty much right by the Ferris wheel, is where this candy shop is. It's been redone. It's brand new name, brand new products and stuff like that. So definitely make sure you check out the Sweet Spot. All right, back at the steel yard, and here this is kind of neat because this used to be kind of a storage area here. They had some games and claw games around here, but this is now Central Tool Annex. And what they actually did was they created an area here for the people who don't want to ride the coasters. There goes Possessed again. You can actually come in here and they got seats. They got some outdoor ones by the train. They got a lot of comfortable seats. They've got whole, like, it looks like whole units that you can get at Home Depot and stuff there. But this is a great idea because it is probably 20 degrees cooler under here than it is out there with everything else. So it's a great addition because, you know, some people are going to want to ride and some people are not going to want to ride. And now what this does is it gives people the option of riding or not riding. You can sit here and you can wait, you can relax in the shade. There's a nice cool breeze coming through. So if somebody wants to ride Iron Menace, but you don't want to ride Iron Menace, you can now come into the Central Tool Annex and relax. Okay, so we just bumped into Jess, who is the general manager here at Dorney Park, and she said that there's new stuff at the Snoopy Boutique right in the heart of Planet Snoopy. So we're gonna come up here quick because it is actually pretty crowded here today. Now you got the stuffed animals and all that kind of stuff here, which they always tend to have here. But there is two things that we definitely want to highlight here at the Snoopy Boutique. And of course you also have the Joe Cool soda too, so don't forget about that. But as soon as you come in here, you've got the 2024 shirts that you can see other places. I did notice that this year there is a peanut theme to all the 2024. And I'm sure there's also going to be Still Mint stuff here. But the one thing they definitely wanted to show, and you can only get these shirts here. These are specific just for Dorney Park. And you've got Coaster Hair, I Don't Care there with Patty. Right there's the kids one there. Dirt Happens with Pigpen. Security with a blanket there with Linus. But really, for Dorney Park, they actually have a peanut shirt, Coasting Through Life. And it actually has the backdrop of, I'm going to have to go with Talon for that one there. So that's exclusive here for Dorney Park. So it's kind of neat when you see licensing and stuff like that where it's exclusive just for the park. They do have some other ones here too, but that is like the newest one there. But this one's actually new. I never saw that one yet. But these are all new things for this park. Now I remember seeing that one last year, so that one's not new. But like I said, the biggest thing that's new and really exclusive here is Coasting Through Life, Dorney Park. So there you go. That is everything new and exciting for Dorney Park for 2024. So have you ever been to Dorney Park? What are your thoughts about this Cedar Fair Park? Also, you checked out the Steelworks? What do you think of Iron Menace? Is that a ride you're looking forward to? Or is it something you think you can skip? Let us know in the comments section. And once again, thank you for watching. And remember to like and subscribe as we ride all the way to 125.